Yeah, people in school would always do. For years, I could not figure out how to do this, but I think what you do, you go like that, and go like that, see, and go like that, and go like that, and then top it off with a triangle, bottom triangle, and then you connect the middle parts, and you go like that. Whoa! Impressive, huh? You like that? In middle school, there's a kid that sat behind me, and he would take off his shoes in class so that he would just have like socks on, and it smelled really horrible. And he would put his feet up on the back of my chair. And I told him several times, please stop. And I never really worked up the courage to be like, just fucking stop that, or I will actually punch you. Each time I would turn around and be like, could you put your feet down? Because that's really uncomfortable. And he would just like do one of those like shit-eating grins and take them down. And then he'd put them back up, like 5 minutes later. I'm not a very assertive person. But you know what? That's the last time anyone's putting their feet up on my back unless I want them to. Ladies, my DMs are open. Some strange, like, trend in my school. I still don't know who was doing it. But some kid in my school, I have no idea who they were. They were like the Banksy of our school. In middle school, they, like every day, the word based. Not based as in like B-A-S-E-D. Not like based, like calling the based department, like based, like a turkey baster. Like a turkey baster, yeah. Would show up in random locations in the school. Like we would just randomly find it in places. Like written on the fire alarm, under the stairwell, in the bathrooms. Both bathrooms, by the way, people reported seeing it in. So it could have been anyone, really. Maybe it was even a teacher, a disgruntled teacher. And one of them said like, it was like a secret code or something, because one of the messages had like a full written out sentence that said, if you baste, you must taste. I still to this day don't know what that means. Were they just really enthusiastic about turkey basters? And like Thanksgiving? Maybe they really liked gravy. Maybe it's Maybelline? Who knows? It is a mystery. Whoa, you're a nasty wall. Don't worry, I'll make it all better. So yeah, the word based kept showing up. Still don't know who did it, but it was funny. It was like a little ARG, alternate reality game, in our school. I don't think anyone ever solved the mystery though, which is a shame. One time in middle school, a lot of middle school stories today. I guess I'm really being transported back in time by the heat. It's making me nostalgic for about 1,000 years ago. But one time in middle school, I think it was 8th grade. And I've never had this happen to me before and after. Like, this is the only time this has ever happened to me. It was Valentine's Day, and in the middle of science class, I got pulled aside by the teacher to say, oh, there's something from in the principal's office for you. Like, you have like a delivery. And I was like, huh? Am I in trouble? And I went in there, and there was a whole like bouquet of those like like candy flowers, like the chocolate flowers, from a quote-unquote secret admirer. And I was like, who could it be? And I was like asking a bunch of people. I didn't really have friends, so I was like, maybe it was one of my like girlfriends that I knew. But none of them fessed up to it. And I was like, wow, I must really actually have like a secret admirer. Like someone got me a bouquet of chocolate flowers. And then I found out that it was my mom. I love my mom though. It was a really nice gesture. My mom admires me. Isn't that great? I made her proud. They were good chocolate flowers too. Very high quality. I think I ate them all in like 3 days. But yeah, aside from that, I've never been given like a bouquet of anything. One time, someone told me that they only asked me out because they felt sorry for me. And they were like, just kidding. I just asked you because I felt sorry for you. And I was like, oh. And I was really devastated. This was, I think this is also middle school? Not sure. But there's a good end to this story. The story actually like makes me smile when I look back on it. I was so heartbroken at the time, but it really was just like, who gives a shit anymore? Because the thing that resulted from it was I was like really depressed for like days. And my mom was like, what's the matter? Like, what's got you so down? Like, why are you crying? And I told her what happened with the person who rejected me in that way. Because I just felt so awful. And like, oh man, like I'm so ugly, I'm so worthless, all this stuff. And my mom was like, you know what? That person is a piece of shit. Don't listen to them. And my mom watched The Sound of Music with me and got me lots of sweets to eat. And we cuddled on the couch watching The Sound of Music together, and it cheered me right up. I love my mom. So now, whenever I think back on that memory, I just remember my mom cheering me up and reminding me that I'm not worthless and that she loves me. Joke's on you. My mommy loves me. I feel like that picture, you know that meme going around right now with like the girls looking down on like the Pepe, like on the floor, crying, with his like tray of chicky nuggies spilled everywhere. Yeah, my mom is a wonderful person.